Hello and welcome to Featured right here on the wireless with myself, Jonathan Joseph. On this week's Featured, we are featuring Jamie Lee Sexton. She is known as a South African powerhouse. She's also known for a dynamic stage presence and an innovative sound. Jamie Lee, thank you so much for joining me on Featured.
Hey, how are you doing? Thank you so much for having me. First
Awesome.
time here, and really, really excited here.
Well, we've seen you all over the socials and we love your music here at the wireless. How important would you say that social media is to building your brand?
Look, I think in 2024, social media is probably the most powerful tool you have in any business, never mind the music industry. But for me personally, I think that social media has let me reach people universally. My music is being heard, and I'm connecting with fans from Australia to Brazil, which I think in the past was really, really hard to do, and actually sometimes near impossible. So I think that it's a fundamental tool in 2024 for a musician, and also I think that it's a great way to, because you get to choose how your brand is represented, and you have a choice in a lot of the representation that you have on many, many platforms. So I think that that's also very cool.
Definitely. I mean, you worked with some of the biggest names in the music industry. Who would you say your favorite artist was that you actually worked with? And is there maybe a few artists that's on your collab list that you would like to work with in future?
So yeah, I mean, I've worked with amazing, amazing women in the industry as well. Last year, I was fortunate enough to be a part of a collective and a concert at a place called Nyrox, and it was all different women from all different works of life, different musicians, African musicians, traditional African musicians. We had a harpist, and the main woman that actually set it up, her name is Ostebza, and she's one of our best bass players in the country. But she's also a musical director and a music coordinator. So working with Ostebza was really, really incredible because she coordinated, I think, round about 30 women for this concert.
Wow.
And it was a whole mixture, it was, yeah, it was just, such a beautiful way to connect with different women. And then who would I love to work with? Wow, that's a very, very big one. I think in terms of like songwriting and in terms of performance, I think I'd like to work with Msaki, just because I think that she's a really soulful songwriter. And on top of that, she's really an incredible person. So yeah, I think that that would be my choice.
Awesome. That's a great choice, actually. I love Msaki's music. So, your latest single, Let's
Thank you.
Talk Kiss, Mary Kill. What was the writing process behind that? Walk us through your writing process.
So Kiss, Marry, Kill, it came about really, really randomly. It came about because I was looking for, like a different and interesting kind of subject matter. And the game, I mean, everybody's played the game Kiss,
Yeah.
Marry, Kill. I thought about it and I thought, that could actually be like quite an interesting writing perspective. So I was just sitting on my balcony and I kept hearing this beat in threes. And I heard the beat. It went 1, 2, 3, and I just went Kiss, Marry, Kill. And I thought, okay, there's a song. So it's actually quite simple, but it was really, really fun to write. And yeah, I think that it's different to what's out there at the moment.
It really is. I mean, it's an awesome track, and I think listeners should definitely check it out. Congratulations, by the way, on
Thank you.
winning the Eminent Music Video Award for Best Music
Thank
Video
you.
Picture on your song called
Thank
Run, Run, Run. And all of your music videos, it has this type of aesthetic style to it when I was checking it out, especially the music video for Kiss, Mary Kill. Can you maybe walk us through some of the creative process behind that?
So Kiss, Marry, Kill for me was just a bit of an insight into my brain. And I love the idea of having different styles, different imageries, different genders, um, a lot of different thought processes that I think a lot of people don't display. And people don't, there isn't a lot of representation for those different ideas in music videos. So I wanted to, represent a whole different walk of life, and also, a little bit of tongue in cheek, because the song is quite interesting, and it is an interesting concept, and it has an interesting subject matter. And I wanted the music video to represent that too.
Awesome. I mean, as someone who has been in the industry since 2010, first your appearance on Idols, how would you say Idols has maybe shaped your performance as an artist? And is there anything that you took away from that experience?
I think that Idols is, well, for me, it was an incredible experience because I got to, I got to see a lot of behind of the scenes, which I think a lot of artists, artists don't pay attention to, if you're not, when you're very, when you're exposed to something, and you pay attention to it, it becomes really important. And I think that behind the scenes, how things work, who people are, that was very, very interesting for me right from the get-go. And those people are incredibly important in your journey. And even up till today, the people that work behind the scenes with me, my team, be it, a sound engineer, be it producer, director, those people are incredibly important. And I think that Idols really gave that to me because I'm still in contact with those people, which is amazing. And they are still part of the industry. But I also think, like, performance-wise, it really, really pushes you, and you get to know yourself very, very quickly. And you have to make choices like on the minute. So it was a great learning experience for me, which I'll never forget, and very, very fortunate to be a part of.
I just want to touch on some interesting and exciting news that you've recently revealed on social media. There might be a collaboration in the works with Moby Dixon. Talk about that a bit and tell us what the future holds for Jamie Lee Sexton. What can fans expect?
So Moby and I connected a couple of months ago, and we have started working together. There might be, I don't want to give away too much, but him and I are in studio. We are working on a few tracks, so it's not just going to be one. It's not just going to be one feature. We have a really, really great synergy musically and creatively. So I'm definitely for this one.
If you weren't a muso, what other career would you probably be pursuing?
I used to think that I would be a vet, but I couldn't vet because I don't think I could cut an animal open. Like, they say that vets love animals, but they love them enough to be able to help them medically, which I think would be hard for me. That's actually a very, very good question. If I wasn't a muso, I've actually never thought of it. Like, a lot of people say, like, what would your backup plan be? And I never really thought of a backup plan. But, like, maybe a lecturer. No, but I can still be a lecturer. I can still be a lecturer. So maybe a lawyer.
That's interesting.
I think maybe a lawyer. Yeah. I think because I really, really believe in just for causes. And I love doing the research and finding out how just for causes can be put into action. So maybe a lawyer.
Jamie Lee, thank you so much for joining me on Featured this week. Tell us, where can people find your music? Where can we find out more about you?
So wherever you are on social media, please go check me out on TikTok, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, YouTube Music, or just normal YouTube. I'm everywhere. And even if you're driving in the car and you hear my song on the radio, please Shazam it, and all my music will lead you there.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to your tracks that you will be releasing maybe later this year or next year with Moby Dixon. It's super exciting to see that that's in the works. But thank you so much once again.
Awesome. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.